Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day, another wonderful day of Destiny. I'm getting a video out a little bit late today. I wasn't even sure if I was going to do a video because normally I do Varric's loot and updates for Tuesday, but I kind of had to work this morning. It happens. Sometimes you have to work in the morning. So I had to work this morning, and I wasn't able to do a video, but I'm home now, and I can do one. However, it's a little bit late to do Varric's stuff. I'm sure most people know what Varric's is selling. It's chest Ingrams, if you didn't, and it's the hand cannon, if you didn't know as well. However, Trials of Osiris has returned for yet another week, because it does every week. And for me to hate it, because I hate it, but I love it, I hate it, I love it, and I hate it. It's like, I love it when I win, but boy, do I hate it when I lose. So I wanted to give you a brief little update about what Brother Vance is selling, and then we'll get on to some other more interesting topics. I have a few more things to talk about that I think are way more interesting than just what this blowhard in the hood. Why does everybody have to wear a hood? Every single person except for Varric's, and I give him so much credit, he's got 2 arms, 2 metal arms, but he doesn't wear a hood. Everybody else wearing a hood. You're just like a wannabe Xur. Like, this is just like a wannabe Xur dude. Look at him. I look to the left. No, I look to the right. Now I look back to center. Then I say something, ambiguous to you. Oh, now he looks to the right again. So anyway, this week is Books of the Exile. Of course, this is just for the hunter. I could do it for everyone, I suppose. I wanted to talk about other stuff, but I guess I could talk about it. Anyway, he's got boots. He's brought some boots. So if you're a Titan, I'm sure you know what the boots is, and I'm sure you know what the Warlock boots are. So we're not going to spend time on that. We're just not going to waste time on that today. However, I will say that the stat roll on these hunter boots is very good. Better than mine. It has way more discipline. Let me just equip those, and then we can actually compare and contrast. It's got more. Well, actually, it's got 1 less discipline, but that doesn't really matter because you can carry more hand cannon ammo and more heavy weapons ammo, and that's really important. Those are like essential things, especially if you're playing Trials, which of course these are the rewards for, because you really want to be able to carry, if you can carry more heavy weapons, it's the difference between carrying like 2 rounds of rocket ammo and like 6, which I think is pretty fucking ridiculous. Honestly, but I don't even think you're going to use 6 rockets. You can really just go slap happy with those rockets though if you're in a jam in Trials. But unfortunately, the ones that I have do not have that, and it has scout rifle ammo, which I don't use scout rifles. So I'm going to try to get these this weekend. And of course, he is selling the Messenger, which is that's a badass gun, I have to say. For a pulse rifle, this is look at the impact on that for a pulse rifle. Wow. That's a lot, but the stat rolls on this thing are really what make it ridiculous. Body shots with this weapon increase precision damage for a short time. So basically, you shoot him in the body, and you get headshots. It's essentially what they're not going to say that, but that's what's going on here. All right, we all know what's going on. We all know what the real lowdown is. And radar stays active while aiming down the weapon's sight, which is really beneficial. Maybe not so much in Trials, but pretty much everything else except for Inferno. Well, I guess it is. No, it does work in Trials because Trials has radar, and that's another reason why I'm just disappointed every week. Get rid of radar. Come on, Bungie. It would work so much better. Works so much better. But on to what I really wanted to talk about today, which is light level in the Taken King. So Bungie had a reveal today. They released a little teaser trailer on their website. You should go check it out if you haven't yet. But in it, you get to see a couple of stills, one specifically of a player loadout of his armor and weapons. And in the top right corner, you can see clearly that there is his level, and then beneath it, a little gold number, which says 214, I believe, is in the photo, is in the still. Oh my God! Stupid ads! No! Ads on my computer. So yeah, I'm trying to look at this photo to make sure I cover all the right information and give you everything possibly as correct as possible. Possibly as correct as possible. As possible as possible. Stupid ads come up. So yeah, you can see underneath his base cap level, which is 40 now, you'll see another number, which is his light level. And in this, it's 214. So what they've basically told us, what they've revealed to us, and what I've kind of, read on the forums and heard from other YouTubers and streamers such as myself, is that light level is going to work completely independently of your base cap level. So 40 will be your base level, and then light level will be dependent entirely on your armor as well as your weapons. And if you see on your, what we have right here in your basic loadout, there's going to be another slot for ghosts, which will have stat buffs on it to increase your light level. And there's also going to be another place for, I think they're going to be tokens of some kind, some sort of token or amulet, essentially. You can some sort of equip item that isn't your gear that will increase a specific stat. So it'll increase your strength, discipline, or intellect. And based on what these numbers are, including what your attack power is of the weapons you're using, as well as the stat buff of your ghost, will ultimately determine what your light level is. And your light level will effectively give you more defense and more attack power to specific enemies. So what they're really doing is they're making this much more of an RPG, more of a MMO, / RPG. They're really embracing that side of it, sort of the whole slight incremental power boosts rather than major incremental power, more than major power boosts. So the way it's worked currently, in case anybody really didn't know exactly, is when you achieve a new light level, you get a massive increase of power. But as most of you know, you could have half your light level. You could be at 33 light and have half your light bar filled to 34, yet you won't see any sort of bonus to the damage output that you can do towards a boss or towards higher level enemies. In this fashion, the way that they're going to be doing it moving forward, if say you have 310 or 210 light, somebody who has 214, might be able to do a little bit more damage to a boss than you. Maybe not a significant amount, not as much as 33 to 34 as it is currently, but you will see significant slight increases. So it's going to be essentially you're going to want to really focus more on how much light you have going into raids and such, more than just what your level is, and really more what your stats are rather than just what your armor is. So, you're going to want to really look at what kind of damage output you're putting out across the board of all your weapons, not just how much attack power they have or if it's the right burn. Which I think this is going to be really good, guys, because it's going to also, create things like you're probably going to need a certain light level. You're probably going to need at least 200 and something, however much. I mean, the photo that I'm looking at, the person's actually equipped a lot of blue armor. And he's still level 40 and still much better than what it is currently. Obviously level 40 is going to be your base damage is going to be much higher than what it is at level 34. But I feel like this is better because there is that whole thing of when you are a 33, some people just won't allow you in, or well, I guess 33, not in this case, but I mean, say you're trying to do the level 35 Prison of Elders, and you're a 33, you're almost 34. But you're still a 33. You're going to do so much less damage than everybody else on your team who's a 34. Whereas this, say you're 90% of the way to the next light level, or if using the current fashion, say you were 90% of the way to 34, you would only do 10% less damage than your teammates, rather than 100% less damage, even though you've covered 90% of the space between you and them. I hope that's not too confusing. I really feel like I'm making this really confusing. But another good way, as I mentioned in a past video, a good way to reference it is like in World of Warcraft, where you would say you hit your level cap of 60, 70, or whatever. The level cap gave you bonuses. Yes, it gave you a base stat level, but ultimately how much damage you could take was dependent entirely on your gear stats. So your gear stats are really going to be what your light is. Your gear stats, your weapon stats, all going to attribute to how much damage you can actually do. So I'm sure there's going to be things, as I was saying, where you're going to need a certain light level to really be an effective player as a class. So I'm sure it's going to be different for different classes, and it's probably going to be different for different subclasses. But you're going to start to see a lot more things like that. So now that I've rambled on for way longer than I wanted to, and probably confused the hell out of most of the people I'm trying to help, I'm going to end the video there. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy. Like it on Facebook, share it on Facebook, like it on the video, give it a thumbs up. If you really enjoy the video, check out my playlist. There's some good stuff in there, you know, a little bit more info about current subjects, as well as, you know, some Nightfall shite. Nobody cares about Nightfalls anymore. Wilhelm Scream, get out of here with that crap, man. Give us some new information. And I've literally been jumping back and forth. You know what? I'm gonna end this like that. I'm gonna end this with see if I can do a fun jump. Fun jump. It's fun jump time. Get up there. Come on. Come on. Get up on the. Oh man. Tell me I don't have enough like. I probably don't have like enough enough agility equipped or something. What's my agility right now? Yeah, let's up that agility a little bit. Let's try to make this an epic ending, huh? Epic ending. Give a thumbs up for epic ending. There we go. All right, everybody. So, as I said before, I am Wilhelm Scream. Please remember to comment on the video if you enjoy and do all the fun stuff. You guys are awesome. I keep getting more and more likes on every video, and it's just amazing. It really is amazing. Also, remember to check out my live stream occasionally. I stream on Twitch, and I'd really like to start to do that more, but I feel like it needs to constitute a few more viewers before I can really start to spend a lot of time with it, which is what you really need to do to really make it successful. But check it out, and of course, we'll see you in the next video. Hopefully we'll have more information coming. Taken Kings 2 weeks! Oh my god! Ah!